Hello friend, welcome to .NETAwesome.com. In one of my previous article, we have seen how we can import data from Excel data file to MS SQL Server database in ASP.NET application. Today in this article, I will explain how to import Excel sheet data in MS SQL Server database using AngularJS application. Here in this example, we will use js-xlsx JavaScript library, which is a parser and writer for various spreadsheet formats. Okay, let's start importing Excel sheet data in MS SQL Server database using AngularJS application. Here I will use Visual Studio 2015. So first of all, we will add one new project here. For creating a new project, open your Visual Studio, go to File, New, and click on Project menu. It will open one dialog window for select the template. Here I will select ASP.NET Web Application. Under Web, enter your application name here. And then you can select your project location here. We'll save this project and then click on OK button. It will open another dialog window for select the template. Here I will select empty template and I will check MVC for add folders and core references and then click on OK button. Our project is created. As I said, we will import data to a database, so we will add a database for our application first. As this is a tutorial project, I will add a database in our application here in the app data folder. So for adding a database here in your application, go to your Solution Explorer, right click on app data folder, then add and click on new item. It will open one dialog window where I will select SQL Server database under data. Here enter your database name. In my case it is my database, and then click on add button. Our database is added. Now I need to create one table here in this database for store data, which we will import from Excel file. So for create one table here in this database, double click this data. So it will open in your Server Explorer. Then expand this database and you will find one node is a table. Right click here on this tables node, then click on add new table. Here we will write the table schema of the table for what we want to create. Here I will write our table name, employees, employee ID. I'll make it identity field or auto generate the ID. Then I will add first name, last name, email ID, city, and one more field I will add, country. Now click on update button for create the table, and once again we need to click on update database button for create this table. You can see here our table is created successfully. You can see the table is empty right now. As we are going to use entity framework here in this application, so we need to add one entity data model in our application. So for adding this entity data model, go to your selection explorer, right click on your project name, go to add and click on new item. From here I will select ADO.NET entity data model under model, enter your model name here and then click on add button. It's open entity data model wizard. From here I will select EF designer from database and then click next button. As we have created our database in this application, is automatically find this database, so it's okay. This will be our data connection name and as well as our data context name. Click on next button, select your entity framework version, again click on next button. From here I will select the table we have just created, okay, and all remaining is okay. Now click on finish button. Okay, our model is created. Now I will add jQuery library in our application. So go to your solution explorer, right click on your project name, and from here I will click manage NuGet packages and go to browse and select for jQuery. Okay, from here I will select this one jQuery and click on install button. This step is required because we have selected empty template when we create this project. That's the reason the scripts folder is not added. Okay, it's successfully installed. Let's see it's added or not. Yes, it's added. As we are going to create an Angular application for importing Excel file data, we will add one JavaScript file here in our application where we will write AngularJS code for creating an Angular module and Angular controller. So for creating one JavaScript file here, just go to your solution explorer, right click on your scripts folder, then go to add and click on new item. From here I will search for JavaScript file I'll select JavaScript file, then enter your file name. Here in my case it is app.js, and then click on add button. So our file is added. Now here I will write Angular code for creating one Angular module and an Angular controller. Okay, so first of all I will add one Angular module. To provide a name, my app. This module is created. Now I will add one controller. My controller scope, and I also need HTTP service. Okay, here I will declare one variable scope dot selected file for upload to null. Then I will write one more method here, function for upload the file. Function files. This function I will call when anyone select this file with this file upload control. So as we know, file upload controller is not supported two-way binding. Then that's the reason we need to apply scope.apply method. We need to add our Angular code here inside this scope.apply method after selecting executing this method, because the file upload control is not supported two-way binding. That's the reason. Scope dot message empty. Then I will assign the value on just only one file I will get from here. File, so should be this one. I can write here I have used my, because I will call this function from file input type control, which is not supported two-way binding. Okay, so this is also done. We need to add two more methods. One is for parse Excel data, and another one is for save Excel data to our database. Okay, so here I will write one more method, scope dot parse Excel data and save. After parse I will call this one. file. We don't need to pass parameter here because we have already got this value. Forget the file. So here work file equals to scope dot this one. The file is not empty, so here I need to create one reader, file reader. Reader dot onload. An error. Data is equal to e dot result. Oh, sorry, e dot target. Result. Now I will use xlsx from js-xlsx library. I will add in the view page. Okay, so here I'm going to use xlsx library from js-xlsx library. This is one object from js-xlsx library which I will add in our review page. Workbook equals to dot read data, and we have to pass option. Type should be binary. This workbook can contain multiple sheets, but we will just import the first sheet data. So here sheet name should be workbook dot sheet names. Sorry, it should be sheet name 0, just forgetting the first sheet. Cell data is equal to xlsx dot utils utils dot is a method set to row object array. Here we need to pass workbook dot sets. Here we need to pass sheet name. This is one method of this js-xlsx library for getting the Excel data, Excel sheet data in a JSON object. So here we will get this data from. Now we will save this data to our database, so we need to call the method for saving data. So before save, we need to check if any data is contained or not. If length greater than 0, then I will call save data, otherwise I'll give one error. Scope dot message equal to no data available. No data found. So here we need to write one more method, as I've said, for save data function. So this method I'll call from here, and the data will be this one, is the object data. Okay, then when we have done this one, now one thing I need to do here, reader dot read as binary string. Here I'll pass file. So this method is also completed. Now I have to write this method for save this Excel data to our database. Now here we need to use the HTTP service which we have declared here for pass this data to our server side controller for save this data to our database. Okay, let's write this method HTTP method should be post, because we are going to save data. URL, here I will write this method in home controller, so home, and save data will be our action name for saving the data. Then we need to pass date, so we will convert this data to JSON stringify Excel data. And one more thing I need to add here, headers. Content type should be, sorry, it should be headers s. Content type should be content type inflation slash JSON. Then data dot status, then scope dot message equal to data dot length plus inserted failed. Okay, and error this is also done. Now we need to create this action, and also we need to create one action for load the view. This is completed. I will close this one. Now we need to create one MVC controller. So go to your Solution Explorer, right click on your controllers folder, add and click on controller. Here I will select MVC5 controller empty and then click on add button. Enter your controller name. Here I have added home controller and then click on add button. You can see we have already added one index action. I will use this one for load the view, so we need to create one view as well for that action. So right click inside your view action, then add view. From here I will select I will uncheck this one, use a layout page. I don't need to create this, and our model will be empty. View name is index. It's all okay. Just uncheck this one and then click on add button. The view is added. Now we will write code here for upload files and Excel file, and then we will upload this Excel file and parse and then get all the data, and we'll send this data to our another controller for save. Okay, let's start doing this one. Here first of all I will add bootstrap for make it looks better. Styles it. I will add bootstrap from CDN, so this is our CDN link for bootstrap. Now I will add the library for fetching data from Excel files. We have what we have discussed here when we are creating this file. This one xlsx. For this we need to add library scripts. C. I need to add this one and this two. So first of all this one, and then I will add one another which is also required, is this js chip. This is required for this library xlsx, and finally I will add one more is for our AngularJS. So this is our AngularJS CDN link. So this is done. Now finally one more things we need to add here, which we have created the app.js file. So I will add this reference here as well. It's done. Now here I need to add the app, is my app, then ng controller, it should be my controller. Container start button top and this picture. Div class from line input type should be input type is a file, as we need to upload Excel file here. Plus home control, as I have said, the file input type is not supported to web binding, so we need to use on change. We cannot use ng change method here, and need to write this way: angular dot element element. Here we need to pass this one dot scope. Then we need to get this method plot file, and here we need to pass this dot files. This way we can execute Angular method from in file input type. Now I will add one another input type button, value import class between success. I will make this button disabled until file is uploaded. So here I will use this one. Until the file is not selected, this will not enable. After selecting the file, this button will enable, and after clicking this one, I will call this method. Okay, so our HTML is also done, and finally we will add one span here for showing the messages. I will make this color red for make it visible message. Okay, this is done. Now just only one step we need to do, which is we need to create this one, save data, here in the home controller. So I'm going to add one more method, insert save data. Here I will get list of employees. Okay, my database entities is our entity name. So this is done. Now before this we should check model state dot is valid, right? Equal to false. After save complete, I will make this status true for identify the data is saved or not. Then here I will add one for each of employees. bc dot employees dot add I. Done. Finally we will execute, save changes, and if everything is okay, then status will be true. Okay, and finally we will return new JSON result. Second to new status into status and JSON. Oh, sorry, we don't need to add this one. Okay, and we need to add this one for prevent the get method. Everything is done. Everything is looks perfect. Now we are ready to run this application and check is everything working or not. Before this, let me check. The table is still empty. Okay. So, but before run this application, we need to create one Excel file with data for import to our database. You can see here in this file the header I have created for import, and make sure the header key is matched with our database field name. Okay, so this file, now I'm going to run this application and going to upload this file for import data. Okay, I'm going to run this application. Okay, now we need to choose this file. I'm going to select this file and then open. It's open the. So you can see here a file is added, and also the import button is enabled. Now I will click this one. You can see 3 record inserted. The message is showing. Now I need to check this database is actually imported the data or not. So again I will click here and then refresh. Yes, you can see here the data is imported here in our database. Means application is working fine. Thank you. Thank you for visit my channel and this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Okay, thank you.